Hey YouTubers, good morning, Robb. Guys, this video is for people who have shoe boxes full of old photographs that are turning yellow and they're becoming impossible to use or see anymore. And they need a scanner to quickly scan all of their hundreds or even thousands of photographs. I looked at all of the different scanners that were available, and for me, the best one for the price was the Plustek 300. I'm going to show you today the Plustek 200. First, I'm going to show you the actual device, which is simple, and then we'll go to the computer to show you the program, which is the main thing. The device, it only has an on and off switch. There's no other buttons. You can pull this part to access this glass to clean it if you ever need to clean it, some alcohol, and you can clean the rubber rollers that are on both sides. That's the only maintenance. Also, it comes with a piece of white plastic you can put in there to recalibrate it for the white scale if you ever need to do that. But it's basically extremely low maintenance, simple to operate. It has an on and off switch. There's a cord for the electric power, and there's a cord goes to your computer, and you're done. Now let me show you how quick it is. This is a 3.5 by 5. It's on the 600 dot per inch. Now that is kind of slow, but we're going to switch over to the 300. Okay, I've switched to the 300 dot per inch. Now we're done, and it pops up on the computer screen. So the literature that comes with the scanner says it's 4 by 6. I've been able to scan items as big as 8.5 by 11. If you go bigger than that, it can jam, or if you put it in at a bad angle. But if it does jam, you can just pop open. At one time, I did have it freeze on me. I just turned it off and turned it back on, but it was because I had jammed stuff. So that's how quick and easy it is to use. It's simple to set up. It hooks up with your computer. The program automatically comes on. You just go through the scroll, and you hit proceed and so on. And it's like every other program you install on your computer. I've done it twice. Now the only problem, like I said, is when you do scan. When I've scanned at 600 dot per inch, I actually got an image that was a little bit less quality than the 300. However, you had to really enlarge the photograph to notice the difference. So I haven't found it that big of a problem, but I don't get any expected increase in quality with the 600 dot per inch. But I recalibrated. I downloaded the drivers twice. I talked to the Plustek people, but that didn't really seem to solve the problem. I read a lot of reviews on Amazon, tons of reviews, and only a couple people indicated they have a problem with the dot per inch. So I don't think it's a common problem, but that's something you might want to be aware of. I'm going to turn off the camera and then hook up the computer so we can copy the screen, and I'll show you how we can use the actual program, which is the main heart of the Plustek scanner.
Okay, everybody, this is part of the video where I'm going to show you the actual program that Plustek provides you. This is your screen. When you upload your photos, they're going to automatically pop up here, and you're going to be able to manipulate them and adjust them. You can change your screen by clicking here, and it'll show you the files that you can populate on the side here. And if you want to move one of your photos to the file, you just click and drag. It's just like most things on computers. The files will be saved on your computer in your Plustek file. It's probably a good idea for you to have a way you can store them offline, either in the cloud or on an external hard drive, so you don't lose them. When you want to adjust any of your photos, you just double click it, and your program will show you all of the options you have for adjusting the quality of your photos. I've used this for over 2,000 photos in the last couple of days, and I'm here to tell you I basically just use a couple of buttons. If it's a color photograph that's recent, like the last 5, 10, even 15 years, often I don't have to touch a thing. But if it's a color photograph that's older than that, sometimes what I do is I go into photo restoration and I just hit auto correction. Now, if it makes it too bright, you can go back to this button here and click and go back to the beginning. It also helps to open up a double screen so you can see what changes you're making. You see these clouds here? You can see them. So if you want to make this photo a little bit better, you don't want to lose your detail. So let's go to quick fixes. We'll try optimization. Now that's not bad. Let's go quick fixes, just the white balance. Generally those three are the ones I use the most. The white balance and optimization and the quick fix, and the photo restoration auto correction button. Those three buttons usually handle everything. I almost always start off with just plain auto correction. If it comes up too bright, I just go back, use the quick fix, and then use optimization and check with white balance. Sometimes you don't have any detail, especially on older black and white photos where it's all faded and misty and it's muddy. You don't have anything to work with, so you can try all of your buttons. The program has other things down below, the advanced feature where you can just like in Photoshop, the brightness and saturation hue and so on. They also have some preset fixes. You can use this button like for faded photo restoration. It gives you some prefixes like yellow balance and so on. Let's see. But I just cancel. I don't hardly ever use. I've been using it for the last 2,000 photos just to get them digitized. I wasn't worried about making them perfect. I just wanted to go as quickly as possible and get them looking as good as I can for the brief amount of time I was going to be on the computer, to get them loaded so they were saved and they weren't going to be degraded anymore. So you can also have advanced features where you can do effects, make collages, get rid of red eye and so on. So it's pretty sophisticated. It's not as good as Photoshop, but it's actually a pretty good program. Now, let's go back. If you have, in my experience, double click, the best part of the program is when you have old color photographs from like the 1960s and maybe early 70s where they're faded and washed out, and you can just go in and just do photo restoration, do auto correction, and boom, it's magical. I just love what happens. It just turns it back to looking new again. Sometimes, like I said, if it's a little too dark, go into quick fix and just use the white balance or the optimization. But you will be able to populate the screen with up to 50 photographs, and once you do, you can then open up your editor and then just start by double clicking, and then just do one at a time and leave the option you're using open. So you just have to go back, like here, you would just optimize and then go down here and do the next one, optimize, and so on, and you can go through them really quickly that way. So that is how quickly it is, how quickly you can use the program to adjust your photos and save them. Once you save them, like I said, click on the cabinet and open up your files. If you want to make a new file, you click this button here, and it is pretty straightforward. So it's been an easy program to use. The only problem I've had, like, these are the two photos we did earlier. This one was 600 dot per inch. This one is 300 dot per inch. Let's open them up. The 600 will we won't double screen. We'll enlarge though. Look at the sail. You can see the letter H and 408. And this is at 600 dot per inch. And we see the straight lines, they're not too jagged, which is good. Initially they were seeing jagged lines on the straight with the 600. Now go back to 300 it should be less quality. We enlarge. It's as good, if not better, than the 600. And I don't think that should be that way. I think the 600 should be better. At least though the lines aren't jagged. Before, when I was opening up the 600 enlarging, and you had a straight line like this, when you went and enlarge it as far as possible, you'd have little jagged edges on the lines. It was an artifact showing up. So I don't see quality from the 600 DPI, and I've downloaded the drivers twice, and I talked to the Plustek people online. Just so far, nothing has worked. Even the cleaning and the calibration and so on. So nothing. But if you want a scanner, I found this one to be super quick. The program is extremely user-friendly. The instrument itself, it only has one button. You turn it on and off. I'm showing you how easy it is to use this program. It's very intuitive. I think I got pretty good results. It takes also odd sizes. I've had stuff even with cardboard, and in stuff that wasn't square, it would go through the rollers easily. So except for the DPI problem between the 600 and 300, I really haven't had any issues at all, and I've been actually kind of a fan of the little instrument there, the little Plustek 300. I think it's been doing a pretty good job for me. So if you're interested in getting a Plustek 300, they're available on Amazon. I'll leave a link. Before you go, I want to show you an image colorization site that's free. If you have old black and white photographs, let's say you scanned all of your old photographs. Now you have a ton of them. They're black and white. This program is at deepai.org. Machine Learning Model Colorizer. It's free. I'll leave a link to it in my video description. Let's go to it. This is already hooked up to my file. These are old black and white photos that I scanned. And let me show you what you do with these when you turn them into color. Here. Open. This is how quick it is too. There you go. That's my dad, my brother, and my grandfather, and my grandmother. You can't see her in the Keys back in 1949. It's magical. So you can use your scanner to digitize all your old photos, and then super quickly open up. It's almost as fast as you can click. You can actually colorize these old photos, and it's like, here, look at this photo. This is my grandmother and grandfather's wedding party, 1925. Now it's color. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So guys, it's been another video from Robb's Homemade Life. Put on new videos every week. Been doing it for 15 years. Got over 1,000 videos on all sorts of subjects. Put on new stuff, different stuff all the time. That's why my channel's not that big, because I'm always doing different things. But I think you'll enjoy yourself. Reviews, do-it-yourself, outdoors, food, fishing, fun, or whatever is interesting to me. Guys, hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions at all about this scanner, I'm happy to answer them. I'll leave a link to it in the video description. All right, guys, take care. See you out there. Go digitize your ancestors' photos before they all turn green. You own that.